Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Cordelia. Just watching this chat. You have been without stuff. I'm listening to make sure I got sound, and it sounds like I do. Your HVAC has been like ongoing. Are we looking at it this week? And I'm sorry, you guys. I thought I fixed my chat. It's not supposed to pop up like that, so it just may keep popping up as you guys chat, because now I don't know how to fix it as we're live and to get it to drop off. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. I know we've got a couple of you in here. You guys, tonight's just going to be a kind of pretty chill, pretty relaxed. I have a card in mind, and first of the year, oh my goodness. I have a card in mind. I have some new products that's been sitting here for a little while that I haven't had a chance to use. One of them is hearts, so I thought, you know, Valentine's. I've had it since, like, I think middle of last year. But I got a couple new products I wanted to try, and then I couldn't just make a card out of one, so now I'm going to use all three and just combine them into a card. But I've been craving to do a fun fold. So I found a fun fold on Pinterest. We're going to try to replicate, but I'm going to turn it into Valentine's and lock it together. So this is going to be more of a locked fold card. You got to unlock it, hence untie it to get it to open up. So that's the theme. I haven't tried it before going live, so this is going to be first time trying it, but I think it's going to be easy enough. I'm going to use some of my favorite techniques. So we're going to do some ink smushing, because I just love the ink smushing with the Distress oxides. We're going oxide. I need it a little bit more muted. I don't want it too bright and crazy and in your face. So, and I don't use them enough. I've just, you know, slowly dabbling in them, and I don't use them enough, so we're going oxides. And then yeah, we're just going to have some fun. I got this really cool background stamp I've been dying to use too from Simon Says Stamp. So we're going to do some embossing and things with that. I'm making my own DSP tonight. I thought I could make this a cool card with normal DSP, but I'm like, I want to make my own because I want to ink smush and I want to try this new stamp. So that's what we're going to do. So I think we're just going to get started. Before I switch over, you all, just don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button when it pops up here. And would love to have you follow me on YouTube and Instagram at Manly Made Minute. So let's head down to my down camera. I want to show you what I have in mind. All right, and I got a new light, and I thought I got rid of glare, and there it is. So I have to back it up just a little bit. So I got rid of the glare over here. All right, you guys. So here's what I want to do. Okay, I'm using this Hero Art stamp set, and this one is called. Oh, flip it over. Something locked heart. Oh, Keys to My Heart. And really cool, vintagey, old vibe kind of feel to the stamp sets themselves. I've already taken out this key and this sentiment, "You've unlocked my heart," because we're going to make a tag out of that that's going to go on this card. Then I got this background stamp. This is the Heart's Nesting die. Oh no, this is the Heart's Nesting die from Alt to New. This one was Center Cut Heart, it's called. So the center comes out. But I thought this matched this really nice. So this is what we're going to make my homemade DSP out of. And then we're going to do some die cutting hearts that are going to lock this all together. So I've handwritten this stuff out. I'm going to zoom in and just kind of pause for a minute. So if you want to write this down, and I'll put these in the comments too, but this is just the dimensions of how this lays out and where to cut and where to score, so that you can have this, you can freeze frame it and go from there. Okay. All right. So this is the dimension of my card base. My card base is 5.5 by 11. So cut the long way at 5.5. Then we're going to score it at 3 3/8 and 7 5/8. Then I measure down on this side 1.5, this side on 1.5, and then measure in from the corners 1, and then you just connect and connect each of these, and these pieces get cut out. Okay, and then we fold here, fold those flaps in. Okay, so these flaps are going to overlap like this. Okay, and then I'm going to interlock those with some hearts. So you'll see when we get there. Then to make your DSP, I need my panels for the front. Okay, so the panels, you're going to need 2 of them. The base itself is 3 1/8 by 5 1/4. Yeah, Cordelia, this is a really cool stamp, And it's fun because this heart, center heart comes out, so you can use it on its own. And I'm going to use that on one of my hearts that we're going to blend over. So I'm going to use this 2 times, which will be kind of fun. And this was the Simon Says stamp one. And I can't remember. Let me look. I don't think this was stamp timber. No, this was from, they had a little surprise package, kind of like the Gina K mystery package, and I bought the Simon Says one. The Simon Says one, you guys, came with a whole ton of stuff, and stuff I would have never bought. This one in particular, it was $60, and I bet you I got $200 worth of stuff like the Gina K pack. Like, it was amazing. Anyway, your base for your 2 panels. Okay, so I have 2 of these cut out, 3 1/8 by 5 1/4. Now, if I lay these out like this, okay, I need to do 1 1/2 on this side, and then it's almost like you're flipping it. And then 1 1/2 on this side, 1 inch from the corners, connect them, cut it off. I'm not going to cut this till I emboss and ink smush these, because that's what I'm going to emboss and ink smush with this stamp and my distress. Okay? So what I want to start with, then I'm going to lock these together and tie them together with a tag. Let me back out. And we're going to tie this together with a tag. So I've got the key and the sentiment here already placed on my tag. We're going to emboss that, ink blend this, then I'm just going to put some little DSP to make it pretty on the back side. So I want to do my embossing here first. That way we're set and ready to do my ink blending and my ink smushing, okay? And then we'll measure and cut so we can kind of walk through that. But feel free, I've kind of paused there with those dimensions. If you need to go back on the replay, pause this, and then write these down. And I'll write these dimensions. I won't be able to probably draw it out, but you can freeze frame it to see how it's drawn out. And I'll back up on this so you can see my card base is cut the long way at 5 1/2 by 11. And then these are the dimensions that we're going to do, okay? All right, let's just get my key and my sentiment on my tag. And my tag is a small, very small tag. I bought regular size number 8 tags, and I can't remember the number of this one and the dimensions, but I'll put this in the description too when I'm done. I just didn't add everything, you guys, because I didn't know for sure if I was going to do this all in full or what I was going to do, so I figured I'll just put all that stuff at the end. But anyway, hey, a couple more of you popped in. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for hanging. Tonight must be the night for lives, because I was prepping and getting some stuff ready, so I turned on YouTube to see who's all going on, and I know Not Afraid of Color T was on. I don't know if she's wrapping up now or not. Then I saw May Made It, so I popped in on her. She was just starting, and then I watched the tail end of Brutus Monroe, working with his Valentine stuff. So tonight's the night to go live, I guess. I popped on and I was like, there's a fair amount on, but at least they started before me, so I'm the late one. I don't like to go too early, and I need to get home from work. Okay, I'm just going to do this on the one side with this one, all right? And then I'm going to remove these just because I'm going to need to place my background stamp here when we get to it. And we'll just put these back. But yeah, T had some, T had like a little Valentine's box, I think, and she was doing some foiling. Brutus Monroe was working with his little cute little animated kind of envelopes and things that he had. I'm going gold on these, and I'm just using, what am I using? Princess Gold by Ranger. I like this one because it's super fine, and I like the, when it embosses, I like the gold color as the finished product, so I use this one a lot. To be honest. And because it's fine, especially on this sentiment, there's some little details. This fine powder catches those details a little bit better. Well, before I forget, I did some new lighting, and I've tweaked my mic. Is my mic seem okay? For everybody, just if somebody can just comment that it seems good, volume's good. Do I sound muted? Because I've been trying to get it to come across just a little bit more clear. Oh, good. Okay, thank you, Cordelia. Yeah, I use the super fine on almost everything, to be honest. I have some not superfine, but I use the superfine a lot. All right, let me just heat this up. I haven't used this stamp set yet. I think I might have bought this off of, somebody was selling us a D-Stash on Facebook Market, and I bought a whole bunch of Hero Art stuff from her. All brand new, never used, in the package. And actually she wasn't too far from me if I remember right, but... All right. It's like you gotta do the roll to make sure you got the shine. I hate that when you miss spots and then you touch it afterwards and you're like, ah. All right, so, oops, that's all right. It got a little smudgy. Okay, now I'm gonna wait to put the DSP on the back. I'm gonna do this DSP, by the way. Just some nice pretty pinks and stuff that'll match everything else that I have going on. All right, I'm gonna do red and pink on this for my ink blending. And I'm using oxide, so I'm using Barn Door and Kitsch Flamingo. And I'm going to do my pink in the center. And I'm just blending, and I'll do a little ink splatter on it. Or not ink splatter, water splatter. Nothing fancy, just throwing down the color. I want more of that little, I want like a little ombre kind of feel to it. And I'm going to do my reds on either side, then I'll throw my pink in the middle. I'm just trying to get a little variation on my patterns together, so I'm trying to throw a couple different patterns so it's not too all the same between my elements. Like my key tag and then my backgrounds. And we'll just ombre that out is kind of what I was going for. It's just a little ombre. Ooh, that's got a nice blend to it too. It is a manila envelope. It is not watercolor. I'm not using any watercolor tonight, by the way, because I didn't feel I needed to for what I was going to do, but I'm going to see if I can just throw that pink down just a little bit brighter. All right, now I just want to throw a little splatter on that. I'm just throwing it in my hand, and then I'm going to just basically throw it on. Splatter that across, and I think I got enough on there. Let it do its magic. Let it start to activate. And then just pick up that water. Like so. And I'll bring that up close too. That's it. But you know, now that I have this, we're going to do just a little bit of, I didn't grab some, we're just going to do a little bit of gold on there, just to give it a little accent. And then probably while we're at it, I'll probably just do the back, and then we've got our tag piece done. That way we don't have to come back to these elements. Anybody else do tags, by the way? You know, we've got a couple of us in here. I just started working with tags because I'm doing a little bit more mixed media stuff I posted, so I'm playing. But I'm digging the tags. Really digging the tags. They're manila tags. I'll be honest, they're just a cheaper manila tag because I didn't want to spend too much money on them until I knew if I was going to commit. But they're working. They've taken watercolor really well. They're taking the distress stuff really well. I did gesso on them. So everything I'm putting on them, it's taken really nice. So I'm happy with them so far. All right, I'm gonna dry that. We'll throw our some DSP on there, trim it to size, and we'll set this one aside. And then just be sure, because you got embossing on there, right? So just be sure to kind of polish up your embossing again from that. There you go. Okay. We'll throw our DSP on here. And I'm just gluing it down. Best option, probably a glue stick. I do not have a glue stick, but then you don't get as many lines when you lay this down, but I'm going with my glue because I don't have a glue stick. All right, we're gonna play, we're gonna cheat and we're gonna try to line this up so I have less cutting. I feel like this kind of stuff, I feel like it's the stuff we learn as we go, right? I wish you could have like a crafter's book of like, hey, when you do this to make your life easy, line up your edges and you have less cutting. But it's just the stuff that you learn as you go or watch other people and going, oh my gosh, why haven't I been doing that? Because I'm working too hard and cutting too much. So we need the Crafters Made Easy. What are those yellow books? Crafters for Dummies stuff for these little tips like this. All right, so my tag is done. Now to cut my hole, I don't have a single hole punch, so I got out my 3-ring binder one, and I don't think it'll line up perfectly. I won't be able to get it really, really close, but I'll probably get close enough. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. All right, tag is done. I'm gonna just leave this. Yes, totally. I'm going to leave this just as it is. I don't need to enhance this or anything. If I do, I might throw a little red or let's do a little pink. Edge that just a little bit. But I don't want to like add any elements to this because I want this somewhat simple and it's going to lay on the top. All right, boom, done. Okay, we're going to set my tag aside. Now we're going to do my embossing on my elements first, on these 2 elements that are going to be my DSP. Ink smush those and get those ready. I think the hardest part might be the hearts, but we're getting most of the majority of the work here out of the way. Let's see if these will fit on my panel as one. So on this background step, to see if I can do the whole thing across. Okay, so I'm using my background step. I'm leaving the heart in the middle. I don't want that gap, and it's not. So I'm going to do this edge over here, then I'm going to come over and do this one. So I'm going to take this one out. That way it looks like the full panel. Okay, like so. I have my grippy mat in here, and I should probably take that out. But mine is a little bent on the edges, so it'll still work. All right. It is red rubber, and we'll just Versamark this up. And this one I'm doing in white because I want a nice white crisp background to pop out for the design. Hey everyone, I see we've got a couple more pop in, so welcome you guys. We're doing this fun fold for those of you just popping in. I'm doing a fun fold because I've been craving to do another fun fold lately. And I'm using all new products that I've been craving to use. So I'm using a little bit of Altenew, a little bit of Simon Says, a little bit of Hero Arts, Distress Oxides, embossing powder. I'm cleaning out my drawer. And I'm doing kind of an interlocking, this is going to lock together with hearts. And so the theme is kind of coming from, for those of you popping in, this Hero Arts, the Key to My Heart stamp set. Is where I'm getting my inspiration on where I got this. So I found a fun fold on Pinterest and I'm mocking it up a little bit for the interlocking hearts. All right, emboss these 2 pieces. So I'm just going to now lay this one down, take that one out, and I might need to move that over. Yep, move that down just a little bit. Like so. We're going to reuse that heart on one of my die cut hearts too. So I can carry this theme kind of throughout the whole card and onto my elements. Anybody have a favorite die set or a favorite card they make for Valentine's? This is the first year I'm making Valentine's. I don't generally make a ton of Valentine's cards to give out, but I know some people love it. What's anybody's favorite? Do they have like a favorite stamp set that they use all the time for Valentine's? Or hey, Ann, welcome, Ann. Hey, Ann. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, I was saying earlier too that this background stamp is something I wouldn't have probably bought, but I got it in a Simon Says carrier special. It was like a box, it was just like a surprise box of product. And it was probably $200 of product and stuff I would have never bought myself, but I have liked every single thing I've gotten in it. Now, because I'm white, on white paper here, I could go white, or so I go clear on white or white on white. I'm going white on white just so that I get a nice crisp white embossing on this. And then we'll do the ink smushing over it so I get this to pop really good. Give that just a good old tap. Yeah, that design's going to look really good just by looking at that right now with just the powder on it. Newton's Nook. Stampin' Dies, that's discontinued. Yeah, I know. I've got some of my favorites that then I feel like when I do these hops and stuff, and then I'm using this, I feel sometimes back, so I'm like, I want to use this because my favorite is discontinued, but I still use it because that's the point of those hops, right? But sometimes you feel like it's not the new and trendy, but it's my favorite. Okay, I'm going to heat these up and get these melted. Well, Miss Denise Jensen, welcome. I believe this is Miss Denise Jensen from Minneapolis, one of our bestie friends, I'm assuming. So welcome, Denise. So this white's just gonna pop. This is just gonna pop really good. I can see as it's melting, so. And of course, I've got to do some ink smushing. My new favorite technique because it is very, very forgiving, and you don't have to worry about it being so exact, precise. All right, give it a little twirl to make sure you've got shine, and I missed one spot right there. It's me. Yes, hey Denise. We were just discussing how cold it is down here. Are you guys still freezing cold up there, or you're probably warmer than us at this point? All right. Freezing. Yeah. Cordelia here has been without her HVAC and water since the 1st. And I will say down here, they're just not used to this. So, okay. I've got my white embossed background. So we're not going to cut these until I ink smush them, okay? So I'm going to use red barn door, kitsch flamingo, and mustard seed for my ink smushing. I got out some blue, but I don't think I want to throw the blue in there because I was thinking on going there. But I want some red, okay? I'm going to keep my red till last because that's my darkest. So I'm going to start with my lightest. So we're just going to start out with my mustard seed. And these are oxides, right? So they're water reactive. I will splatter this a little bit, but I'm not going to do a whole bunch of splatter on this. So now, key here is to get this wet until it beads. If you are one where you don't necessarily want these lines or afraid of those lines, just like Tim Holt says, take and just squiggle that out with your finger, okay? Mr. Jim Eber, welcome Jim. All right, I'm going to just wet my paper a tiny bit because it is not watercolor, it's Neenah cardstock. So I don't want to just throw this on dry and have it just grab and stick. Okay, I do want movement with this. All right, and we're just going to go here, throw a little bit over here. And we'll get this one, and then I'm going to dry up these two before I throw a little bit of red in there. We're going to need a little more pink, so let me grab a little more pink. Now, if you wanted to intensify this, get out your Distress inks. I wanted this nice, soft, you know, romantic kind of feel on this. Okay, I'm going to just dry these, because key to these, from me being as patient as I can, is the layering portion of this. The more you dry and layer, the better this turns out. But then you got to know when to stop. Well, hello, Linda. Welcome, welcome, welcome on this Thursday evening. Layla. Hey, Layla. Sorry, you guys, about the chat. I fixed the chat so it actually popped up, but now I've did it so it's popping up every time somebody comments. And it's hard for me to keep knocking them off, but I'll have it fixed for next time. So you guys are just going to have to live with the chat popping up. Sorry. All right. I'm going to wipe this off. No, I'm not. I'm going to take a scratch piece of paper because I can save it for later. And we're just going to color up. I have a scratch with some stamps on it. I'm going to throw some color on these. I don't want to waste. Okay. I need to remember that. This is a good, like, I need to keep some, get some scraps and stamp them if I'm ink smushing next time on camera, so I can just save and not waste, because those are usable pieces for sure. Okay, throw my red in here. Red and final. Bead that little puppy up. Mommy Guide, welcome. Okay, I'm just trying to get my empty spaces and then get a little blending on everything else. So we're just going to throw a little bit on this rest of this. Okay. And you can see how that red overpowers. That's why you keep that till last, because that dark is going to overpower these, especially on oxides, because these dry back pretty light, right? It's not watercolor paper, but I'm just trying to get that to move just a tweak. All right, I'm kind of digging these. I think I'm going to leave that. I almost dabbed more, but then I'm like, stop, just stop, because that's what I tend to do. All right, got a little red left, so let's just get some red on these little pieces and on the leaves, because I think these leaves now would be matchy-matchy for that flower to make something out of that. Another Valentine's card right there. All right, dry these back. And in Norway. Okay, so get these good and dry. Then I'm going to cut these to size. And then we'll cut and score our card base. And then we'll work on those hearts, okay? Because I'd like to kind of just layer this so we've got this kind of together in these layers and pieces as we do this. All right. Thank you all for popping in on this Thursday evening. I was saying earlier, we've got some lives going this evening. I was prepping, getting ready, and I started watching, I'm like, oh, there's about 3 or 4 people live here that I could watch while I was getting ready. So sometimes Thursday evenings we've got just me and T. Sometimes there's a couple extra, playing tonight. So it must be this cold weather bringing everybody out. Love the pet. Oh, this one with the more red. Yeah, and if you look, the camera's not picking up. There's only like that little piece of pink left. This got a little stripy, but hey, that's what I like about ink smushing is you gotta be open to this. Is you get what you get, and you gotta know when to stop. Because if I would have kept going, this would have been all red. But I like the forgiveness of ink smushing, because then I just don't have to worry about blending it so perfect, and you know. Oh, thank you, Mommy Guide. And then when I get this dry, I'll do the same thing with a piece of paper towel. I'll wipe off that embossing just to clean that off and gloss it back up. But because I'm going to cut this, you want to make sure this is good and dry so it doesn't tear your paper when I go run it through the trimmer. All right, one quick little announcement for everybody now that I've got started here. If you are local, I'm in Georgia, by the way, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. I have been asked to be a demonstrator on Thursday evening of next week and all day Saturday. I'm back up Friday if they need me, but I'm just doing this for Thursday evening for the make and takes on Thursday evening, and then I'm demoing watercolors all day Saturday for Peddler's Den at the Stampin' Safari Show here in Lawrenceville, Georgia. It's just kind of east of downtown Atlanta. So if you are local, I will put the link in the comments and stuff here when I'm done. I know there's tickets left. I know there's plenty of tickets left for the takeaways on Thursday evening. So come on down. I'm using some Anthony's Papercraft stuff that he has supplied for the show for the takeaways. So we're going to do a little designer series paper. I think we're doing zinnias. Saturday, right now, that may change, but right now I'm going to be demoing some watercolor florals for Peddler's Den. So I'm using Peddler's Den florals and demoing those. So I'm super excited. I will be there all day. If you want to swing by, swing by. I would love to meet you all if you're local. So, and I'll put the link in. It's and I can tell you right now. I've got it in my. Let's just look here. www.stampingsafari.com, and this is the Lawrenceville, Georgia show. Super excited to be asked, and it'll be fun. This will be my first demoing at a show, so I'm really excited. And I get to do watercolor, so I'm crazy excited about that. All right, good and dry, a little warpy. I knew that was going to happen, but that's okay. Now what we want to do is I'm going to just measure and put little dots on this. So I'm laying these because I have to do opposite, remember. So this is this sheet right here, okay? Let me get out my little sticky note. This is this sheet. This is the one I got to do this way, and then I've got to do it this way. Okay, I find it easier to line this up, and I'm lining this up like this, you can see the background stamp there, now how that lays out. So I need to go 1.5 inches here and 1.5 inches here, okay? And I'm just going to put a little dot, because I'll just connect the dots when I cut this. So 1.5 inches right there, and then 1 inch in on this corner, and I'll connect those two dots to cut that corner off, and this to this, right to that corner. Now opposite, I got to go 1.5 inches down here, okay, 1 inch in here, connect there, connect to that corner when I cut this, all right? All right, now I'm just going to connect this right here. I'm not going to draw a line because I don't want to have to erase pencil. So I'm connecting my one dot here to my one dot over here, lining it up with my blade. Okay. Just like so. There we go. And now connect there. And now I connect that to the corner. Okay. So corner to corner now. And these are my DSP that's going to lay on top of my card. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, so that's one. Now I'm going to line this up on this one. So I've got my two dots over here. So we'll line up here to there. And I'm lining up to the edge of my metal piece here is how I line that up where my blade is. Okay, now I'm going to connect that corner to this corner. And boom. Now, let me just polish these up. Get that off of my embossing so I got a nice good shine on there. And we're good to go. All right. Now, oh, hey, T. Welcome in, welcome, wrong account. Wait, wrong account. Trinity Stamps, welcome Trinity Stamps. Well, it's not the wrong account because you're on mine. So welcome, welcome. All right, now let's just lay these out and get these glued down so I get them out of my way. 5.5 by 11, okay? I'm gonna zoom in on this one more time so you can freeze frame this later, okay? Here's the pieces that I cut, but I've got to recut those on this. So it's 1.5 to 1 inch, 1.5 to 1 inch, score at 3 3/8 and 7 5/8. So let me just measure and mark, okay? PJ Stamper, welcome. Welcome, you guys. All right, so I'm gonna go down 1.5 inches, same thing. Opposite side, 1.5 inches, and 1 inch. So you're just doing the same measurements, but the reason why, now 1 inch, the reason why this works is because that first piece I cut is smaller than this. So it'll inlay, oh sorry, zoom back out you guys. It'll inlay on this larger card piece, okay? And now I cut just the same, but we're gonna wanna score because I need to connect this to my scored piece, okay? So I know where to connect. Now I'm keeping this face up where how I just measured it. Now I need to score at 3 3/8, so 1, 2, 3, 3 3/8, 3 3/8, and 7 5/8, so 7 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. Okay, these are going to fold in, but I'm not going to fold them yet till I get this cut. All right, same concept now. I'm going to connect dot to dot, corner to corner. So my dots to dot on the bottom. So my 1.5 dot to my inch dot. Scoot that in just a little bit. And now my corner to where my corner is scored. And I know that's probably a little hard to see on the camera, but I'm just going to that tip of the score mark to where I just cut this corner at. And cut that. Okay, making sense, I hope. Same thing here, dot to dot. Dot to dot. Oh, we're talking about night owls. I'm a total night owl. But lately I haven't been able to sleep really well either. So I've been up at, I think this morning I was up about 3:30 and then could not get back to sleep. Okay, and now you can kind of see the shape coming out from what the other pieces I cut, right? All right, now I'm just going to fold these in like so. And now we've got our little fun fold, okay? Get these out of my way. So I'm going to glue these in here, and you can now see how these fit in, okay? Grab my glue and lay these in there. Got a little dry here, so we'll clean that out. I have to be up in 3.5 hours. Oh my gosh. And what time is it there in Norway for you? Are you in the middle of the night? All right, lay this down in here and get that nice and even. Scoot that over just a little bit. This one, the angles are going to be just a little, you got to kind of get those angles in there. Okay, so let me just flatten that out as I'm gluing the other side here. All right, my other piece will go right in there. Actually, this is coming together easier than I was kind of thinking this was going to be. So, pleasantly pleased so far. All right, you almost just got to kind of wiggle that in to get your spacing the best you can on that one. Okay, now I'm just going to lay these down. Do not make fun of my bricks. Yes, they are travertine from my pool, and I did some dumpster diving for them, but they're heavy. They do the job. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to get out my hearts, and I want to start on my hearts, okay? And I'm going to do 2 layers of hearts. And I'm going to use, I think we're going to go these 2, I think. Yep, I'm going to go these 2. This is Altenews half-tone hearts nesting dies. A new purchase because I didn't have any hearts, and I'm digging them because they've got some really great sizes in them, and so I'm really digging them. Okay, now I just got out some scraps. I'm going to go red and pink on these. And then I'm going to do some white because we're going to layer this with white on top. So I just need 1 of each of the large size of these. Okay. So run these through. I'm just trying to get some layers going on these. So there's my red, and we'll do pink for the other one. This is also a great scrap buster. If you guys watch me enough, know me and my scraps. Well, all of us, I think, right? I need a sleep till noonday. I really do. I need to sleep till noon and like chill with like hot toddies all day in the sweatpants kind of day. All right, nice and flat on those pieces. Here's what we're getting so far, okay? Take these. Now I'm going to take my little one, and I just need some white pieces of this. So I'm just digging down here. I got 2 great white pieces right here. Your day has just started, Mommy Guide? Meaning, like, into the evening? Like, I don't know where you're from. Or, like, is it morning there where you're just going to work? Or are you a night worker? I'm trying when I have a second to, like, clear those chats, but... Okay. Now, these ones are going to be fun because we're going to do 2 different things on these white pieces. We're going to emboss one with the background stamp. We're going to put a sentiment on the other embossed and ink blend. All right. So here are my hearts to layer up. Let me grab my Misty. We're going to do this one first. So now I'm just going to take that cutout of this one and actually we're going to go this side. Okay, and I'm just going to lay that right on there. Like so, line that up. This might be a one and done because I can't magnet it down. Just make sure I got that all in there. All right, good enough. Just a tweak down on that. Get that to stick on me. All right, grab my Versamark. A night worker. Oh, no, I swear. Third shift. I almost said third shift, so I swear. No. I'm from Southeast Asia, the Philippines. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, I think I may have watched you. I think you've got a YouTube channel I've watched, I believe. So, yeah, welcome. I did not mean that spam at all. All right, I'm trying to do this like once, so I don't have to, oh, it didn't move, so I'm going to try it again. It did not move, so we're going to do this one more time before I emboss that. All right, so we're gonna do this one. Now this one, I wanted to do, and I don't know if it'll fit, but let's just try. I wanted to do love. Oh, it'll fit. It will fit. All right, guys, I'm gonna throw out a question. Should I emboss these in white or should I emboss them in gold? I am fine with either one. I'm kind of thinking maybe gold to match that key. What do you guys think? Oh, we're gonna go a little kitty wampus on that. Gold or white? And I was gonna ink blend over it, so gold or white? Gold. Oh, I think gold's taking it. All right, yeah, because I think it'll match the key. Because this is going to be kind of right next to the key, so I think that'll match the key. It's kind of, I think, unanimous on the gold. All right, all right. I was trying to decide if I should match the white on the card or the gold on the way the key, so we'll go gold. My brain now is starting to go into the mechanics of this, like hoping that this will work and not fall apart on me. That my glue will hold, it won't tear the heart, and oh well, if it does, it does. I gave it a good honest try. All right, let's then emboss these in gold, like so. Some of you are in the chat with Sassy Craft Friends, right? Feel free to tag me there so I know who you are. Oh. All right. All right, shake this off. Grab my little tweezer. Oh, that looks cool. This one looks cool. Oop. I might have to redo this one. I'm going to do the back side because I should have powdered that and it's sticking. I had a feeling that one was going to do that. So I'm going to redo that one and powder it. This one I can brush off, I think. I was thinking I could get by without powdering it, but I think I'm going to have to powder that other one. That's my thing with embossing, is I tend to forget to powder too. Almost always I forget to powder. All right, we're gonna leave it as is, I think, with this one. It's a little staticky, but very staticky this evening. All right, set it down, get what I can. Okay, I'm gonna heat emboss this one so I don't keep touching it. I'm gonna redo that one. I'm just gonna wipe it off. I'll do the other side. I really like this Princess Gold. I just like the color of the gold because it's not crazy bright and it's got just a little, like a little antique-ish gold to it. I usually use that one like on all my Christmas cards. I mean, I don't get out that bright gold too often. All right, let me just wipe this one off. And we're going to do the other side. Really quick on that one. All right, powder it, powder it, powder it. All right, here's my little heart. Throw that in there. Did it move? It did not move on me. It might move, but we'll try to get this in one good shot. All right. Clear that chat for you guys. Hey, well, anyway, welcome everybody to this Thursday evening. We're just chilling. I am kind of digging this little combo, to be honest, of all of these products combined. Okay. Fingers crossed I don't have all the static anymore. Throw that on there. Ooh, that's better. See if I can get a good flick off of that. This one's got just tons of static going. All right, we're going with it because I'm not going to be able to brush that out, but we're going to go with that. I'm going to probably do I'm going to do ink blending over this anyway, so we're just going to go with that. We're just going to say it's antiqued. That's going to be my excuse when it's not perfect. It's just antiqued. All right, Pam, thanks for hanging. Good luck meal planning. I hate grocery shopping, so have fun with that. My least favorite thing to do in the world. And then I always go when I'm hungry, and then we always get stuff we don't need. All right, so I'm going to throw some little ink blending over this one. And this one. And we're going to go opposites. So if I'm going red and pink, we're going to go opposites. Okay? That's about as simple as I can make it. So my red barn door is going on this one. And I'm just making it real simple and easy, basically. Okay. Catch Flamingo then is going to go on Honey Love right here. Could have ombre'd this, could have did anything, but we're just going to make this simple. Okay, like so. Get this out of the way. Let me just clean my space here. Oh, T, don't even start with the foods now. Like, French toast and bacon does sound really good right now. Well, bacon anytime. All right, layer these up. And then I think I've got my elements to connect this. I need to do one more thing for the inside with stamping before I attach all these elements together. Okay, all right, here's my hearts. We're going to connect. Let me just grab my little inside. Inside here is 5 by 3 and 7/8. No, 3 3/4, I believe is what I did. And all I want to do is take from this stamp set, I'm going to take my key, or a key. I'm going to take a key and a heart and add this to the inside. Okay, so we're just going to go key and heart. And we're just going to do it like that, right in this little corner. I'm trying to keep the little opening of the lock in on the paper so it doesn't go off with that. Okay. Hold that down. And let's just go, I've got lots of pink paper. We're going to go red. We're going to go red. First time using it, so I'm just going to prime it. Oh, tea for sure. It can be dinner though, or breakfast, or lunch actually. So I'm just using that Distress Oxide barn door, and that's a one and done. That is a one and done for me. Okay, we're going to throw this on the inside. I got to get my fingertips clean here. Okay, this is my writing space for the inside, carrying my little heart. You've unlocked my heart theme to the inside. Okay. Couple little smudgies. So there's my inside. Now we've got to connect all of this together. So the idea here is to have one heart that gets glued on the top. This one's going to get glued over. This interlocks to that one to get this to open. Okay? Let me show you. So we've got to glue one down at a time. And because I want the love to show, so we're going to go this one here. So essentially I need to glue this half of this heart down. But what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to score this so that it bends easier. And I'm just going to pick a spot really, and then flip this over. And I'm just going to pick a spot. It's 2 layered, so I just got to give it some good pressure to kind of get that creased. Okay. And then I need to bend this forward. All right. Now this one has to interlock. So this one's going to glue down there. So I'm just going to get it tacked down over my spot like so. Let's get the glue off of that little corner. So my fold is going above my flap, okay? Like so. And, oh, I forgot, I gotta do this first. I gotta take my hole punch, because I'm gonna need a hole. We're gonna hole punch this piece, like so. Tack that back down. All right, now, I'm going to figure out where my hole needs to go. So I'm going to go overlap like this. So I need a hole in this corner. Like so. And then have that overlap this. So now I'm going to fold this one. Actually, this one doesn't need to fold because it'll just come open. Yeah, I'm going to fold it. I'm going to fold this one in half. So we're going to crease this in half. Okay, so we're just going to line up. It is 2 layered, so just got to give it some pressure so you kind of get a good crease all the way through. And now fold. Okay. I want to jazz this one up just to tweak with some gold. So we're going to get out that watercolor just one more time with my water. And just I want to give this one a little splatter on the top. Okay. Just to bring some of that gold through. And I'm going to leave, I'm actually going to give this a little splatter too. Just to mute that down a tiny bit, I think, before we finish this up. Almost there. I know we're just right at the hour, so we're almost there. I'm just going to go this way. And we're going to cover up that. Okay. Ooh, I like. I'm glad I'm adding that in there. I like that. Give it a little glam for V-Day, right? Okay, same here. And I'm just going to cover this up on the inside. And give me some gold. Give me some gold. Going for the gold. All right, dry that. And let's attach this. Oh, thank you. My goal here was to do fun fold / interactive. And then I thought the heart thing came to me with trying to make it lock together. Because one of these sentiments says, you've unlocked my heart, which I think I put that on the tag. So the goal was to make you have to unlock this heart, was the goal. Or unlock this card. All right, now I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. See where I need to glue that. So we're just going to glue this side down. Like so. Oh, this is so cute. I just looked up at the camera. I think this is so cute. So cute. All right, I'm gonna let that dry. Now that I'm looking at this, guess what we're gonna do? Oh, I did. I splattered that. I'm gonna give this more splatter. I'm gonna splatter this up. Yeah, I want this to be really good in gold. Yeah. Okay. Dry that. All right, let me just pause. I want to make sure I got all my elements. I wanted the DSP. I wanted the inside layer. I wanted the tag. I wanted the interlocking hearts. Yeah, I think the only thing now that I'm looking, I might throw, let me get this, I'll throw this up here in a second. Give me your thoughts on if I should add, I have got a couple different embellishments. Should I add embellishments? I could do, and I'll get these out in a second. I've got these by, Trinity Stamps. Are you still in the house? I got these Trinity Stamps embellishments, which kind of match. A little yellow, some pinks in there. This might match. If Trinity's in the house, I'm going to give you some love. We'll do that. Okay? All right. Not on purpose. That was not on purpose, I swear to you. I just knew I had these colored ones over there. I'll show you what else I was thinking. Okay, now all I'm going to do is just take a little twine, some baker's twine, and we're going to tie this together. And I think I want to do red for sure, and I might want to do, this has the red and pink, but I think I want to do this red and this pink. Oh, that was T. Oh, that's why I saw wrong account. Okay. I gotcha. Gotcha. Well, T, are you still in the house? We're going Trinity embellishments. If we're, oh, okay, it was you. I'm gonna go light pink, actually. Light pink and a red. So we're gonna grab this one. All right. Yeah, I don't even know if I've used them. To be honest, I bought them. I don't think I've used them at all, actually. Okay. I want this kind of layered in here, so let me just get a good clean edge to go through here. All right. Get that out of there. Interlock. We're going to go up here first. Okay. Then we'll go through this one, like so. Can you see what's going on? Can you get it? Okay. And then I'm going to, do I want to tie this and then run that up? I want to try something. I'm going to see if I can do this. So let's just tie this. Okay, so I don't have to untie this, y'all. Tying this together, then this receiver could open this up to your cute little lock and key, heart lock and key on the inside, and then we're going to interlock. So I like how this interlocks is what I was trying to do here. Interlocking flaps and hearts. All right, let me rethread that now. Okay. Then this goes here. All right, this over that. Give this a little tie. Okay. And because that lines up a little weird, once you get the twine in there, you just don't tighten it too much. It was starting to crumple up on me. Okay, let me just hold that. Now I'm wondering if I can go through and loop is what I'm wondering if I can do. Let me try. I want to be able to loop this on this one. Nope, I don't think I'm going to be able to actually, because it's got to go. Okay, so I'm going to tie it. I was trying to do a nice little loop, a loop-de-doo thingy. Okay. Undo that. And now just add that tag. Oh, this turned out so cool. I'll get my hands out of here in a second. Oh, I like. What also would have worked on this actually, but I don't have any, is like little magnets. Those little flat magnets would have worked perfect on this heart to magnet it. Unmagnet, flip it open, and then you could have just tied this to like the one heart. That would have worked actually pretty good. I'm not going to do a knot because I want that person to be able to untie this when they get it. Okay, let's just add a couple. Add just a couple of these, and then we're good. Then we are good. Thanks, Denise. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm digging it. Let me zoom in while I'm getting these out. I'm digging it. Easy peasy. I'll put the measurements. You can go back and freeze frame if you want the measurements off of this, on how to cut this. Once you get it in your brain, it's opposites and things. It's actually pretty easy. Oh, hey, Jenny G, welcome. We're just to the tail end of this interlocking heart concept here. Whoops. All right. Let me just throw. Oh my gosh, this is always the stressful part for me of where to add these. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. I think I'm gonna go 4, 5. I think I'm gonna keep them on the one side. I need one over here. 4. 5. All right, we got some pinks. We're gonna go a little pink. We're gonna go, this is kind of a yellowy green, so we'll go a little yellowy green. A pink. There, and I want 3 pinks. We're gonna go big pink over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one more, I think. It's even, but I'm gonna do one more right over here. Ah, didn't see the blue underneath there. Don't want that. All right, where'd my yellow go? I had a big yellow on there. Last one, big yeller. Okay, here we go. What do we think? Oh, thank you, Cordelia. Oh, thank you, Lynn, for popping in, and thank you. So, oh, there it was. Okay, here we go. Little bling, interlocking hearts, embossed, ink blended, gold splatter. This has got the key on it that says, "You've unlocked my heart." Concept, unlock it, unlock the hearts, and you've got yourself a Valentine. So, there you have it. Hey Gaz, you're catching me at the end, unless you're just popping in and saying hi now, but we just did this interlocking heart thing, and totally digging this. Watch the replay. You've got the measurements in there. See if this will focus here from the front for me. My new light's here, so I'm trying to see if I can get the anti-glare, but I like it. I like it. So I didn't totally screw this up with my idea in my head and putting it to paper. So I'm super happy with the way that turned out. I will put all the products I used in the description here this evening for you. I'll put the measurements in there. I won't be able to do the diagrams, but the diagrams you can freeze frame at the towards the beginning to get the little drawings that I made, and I'll have it all there for you. Hey, you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me on this Thursday evening. I appreciate it. Hopefully you're all staying warm, staying safe. There's a lot of stuff going out there in the world, I know. So stay safe. Thanks for hanging with me. Do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Would love to have you hanging with me. I go live every Thursday night at 7. I got my videos in between there, and you can catch me on Instagram at Manly Made Minute. So thank you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful night, and thank you so much for hanging with me.